Go ahead.
Okay, this is Detective Thomas with the Des Moines Police Department. With Detective Gendro and Devontae Cheeks. We checked Devontae out of the Score jail. He agreed to come up and show us the route and his recollection of what took place Friday night. Devontae, are you aware this contact is being audio and video recorded?
Yes, sir.
And do we have your permission to record it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically what we've done is you've showed us where you and
Giovonn
were parked, right?
Yes, sir.
The other night, Friday night. And you guys left the Arco?
Yes, sir.
Which is just to the south of us right now. And you pulled into this lot?
Yes, sir.
And you mentioned you had parked right where that black or blue Ford Taurus is parked right in front of us?
Yes.
Okay, and then we'll just kind of go over what happened and go from there. So when you guys parked, were you facing the same way as the Taurus?
Yes, sir.
And what happened?
So originally we parked and the squad car came behind us with his lights on.
Were you already parked?
Yes, we were already parked. We had no intention of getting pulled over.
Okay.
We didn't know that we were getting pulled over when we parked.
What were you guys, whose vehicle were you in?
It was his vehicle. It was his car.
Alright. So you guys are sitting in that parking spot right there.
Yes, sir.
And then a police officer pulled in behind you?
Yes, sir. A police officer pulled in with the Tahoe with his lights on.
Okay.
Pulled up behind us, and that's when Giovonn attempted to get out the car.
Okay.
To go talk to the cop, but the cop told him to stay in the car, and that's when I said it was over, and he put the car in drive.
What did you mean by it was over?
Like, we're done. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to jail. But
Why would you think you guys would be going to jail?
well, I was saying that for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a warrant. I knew I had a warrant, and I didn't want to go to jail for the weekend. But it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so that's what you meant.
Yeah.
All right.
So he puts the car in drive and he pulls off this way.
So he went around that little island right in front of us here.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. And
He pulls off.
he pulls off. Have you said anything at this point?
No, nope. I'm just like, oh shit, like. I mean, I don't remember saying anything, but I probably did. I was like, oh shit, like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like I was surprised. I was basically surprised.
It wasn't in your mindset that you guys were going to run from the police?
No, not at all. Not at all. He never talked about it. He never said anything. He just started driving. And honestly, if it was my decision, we wouldn't have left.
Did you ask him to let you out at one point?
Yeah.
Was that here in the parking lot or somewhere else?
That was right here on the straightaway.
Okay, so you're pulling out. You guys go around that island.
I'm just like, yeah, we. So when we're pulling out, I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck, what's going on? And he goes on the straightaway and he punches it. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Let me out. I'm noticing what's happening. He's trying to run away from the cops, and I say, let me out. And he keeps going.
Okay. How fast would you say he's going?
I'd say about 60. About 60 miles an hour.
Were you in this lane or the left lane?
We were in this lane, and then we merged off to the left lane, and I believe we took a left at this light. I believe.
Okay.
I'm not too fond of the residential area in this area.
Okay. Well, I know where this ended up happening, and it was a few more blocks ahead of this.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys continued going straight?
Yes, sir.
It speeds up to 60?
Yep.
Okay. And what was the conversation going on at this time?
Man, honestly, it was straight adrenaline, I was scared shitless. He was focused on the road, so.
When you said let me out, what did he say?
He didn't say anything.
Okay.
He didn't say anything.
At this point, do you know how many police officers were behind you?
No.
Okay. You know at least the one?
At least that one, yes.
Was there much traffic out on the road?
No.
Okay. So then you guys, or he decided to turn down here.
Right.
Okay. Any conversation?
I mean, I really don't remember word from word, but yeah, I was like, yo, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Let me out. Stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't remember word from word and exactly what happened,
but he was focused on the road, not saying anything back to you.
Exactly.
Okay. So you guys end up coming up to this point. How fast do you think you were going? I mean, were you guys in control, or?
I mean, we were going about 15, 20, 30 miles an hour.
So pretty slow.
Yeah, we were going pretty slow.
So you're able to get around this into this area,
yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then you come down here, and what do you remember happening?
I remember the Tahoe being on our ass.
Okay.
On our ass. And we pulled into this way, and I say, oh shit, it's over. We're done. And then he says, no, we're gonna get out and run. And so we pulled in, we go to the end.
Okay.
And we tried to we tried turning around, and then that's when the Tahoe hit us.
Okay.
And then he's still trying to turn around.
Okay. Kind of like we are now.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I believe I see about 3 or 4 squad cars around us.
Okay.
And I think I saw 2 or 3 cops outside of their cars. But I
Were
know
you still trying to turn and go, or
yeah,
what?
yeah. He's trying to find an opening right here. And I see one cop right ahead of us.
Okay, were you facing this way, or?
Yeah, we're like this way.
And where was your car? You're facing out toward the middle of the.
Mm-hmm. Because there's cops right here, and there's cops behind us. Okay. So we were trying to find an opening.
So you're kind of.
Yep. Yep.
Looking for an opening.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much like this, you know what I'm saying? But more in the middle of the road.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I look up, and then I see a cop pointing their gun at the car.
Where was he?
Right in the right corner. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
so if I walk out there, right, and I got the window down, let me know about where he was. Is this close to where you were?
I mean, we're more diagonal face. Yeah.
So you're looking for an exit. Do you think your car was parked fairly close to this, or? I mean, you don't remember.
I mean, it was it was pretty much like this.
And you saw an officer. There was officers on both sides.
Yes, sir.
Of you, and you're saying he was looking for an escape.
Yes, sir.
Where about was that officer?
About a little bit more to the right.
What?
Yep, right there. And he was yelling.
Yelling?
Yeah, he was yelling, turn off the car, stop the car, get out the car. And
do you remember any other commands?
No, that's pretty much it.
Stop the car.
Stop the car, get out the car. And the cop saw that, Giovonn had no intention to stop him. So he fired 3 shots. That's when I ducked down. And after the shots, I hear the engine rise. Okay. So he steps on it. And after he steps on it, you can slowly see him lose consciousness. And so you see that turn over there? He tries to make that turn, but he doesn't make it all the way because he loses consciousness after the turn, or before he makes that turn.
Okay.
And the car goes over the curb, and it stops. The car stops.
Okay, then what happened?
And then I put my hands out the window, and then after that I crawled out the window and just laid out on the grass.
Okay. And there was officers telling you what they wanted you to do?
No, actually the officers weren't even there yet. I just laid out on the grass and just waited until the cops ran up.
Okay. So when when he mentioned we were going to run, right? Obviously, this was a very fast situation, right? Why do you think he didn't run? Do you think he meant run on foot, or do you think he meant we're running to get away in the car?
He definitely thought that. I mean, I definitely think that he meant to say, or meant that we were gonna get out and run.
Okay.
On feet.
On foot. Okay.
But seeing how there's so many cops around us, and you know all that stuff going on, I think he was scared to step out.
Okay.
So he just did what his instincts told him to do and look for an escape.
Okay. So was there an escape route, or were there police cars kind of blocking him in?
I mean, there's definitely police cars trying to box him in, but he squeezed through and he got through.
Do you know if he hit either any of the
he
police? Didn't hit any of the cars? Okay. And then this angle that I'm at, you kind of showed me about where the officer was that shot, right? I mean, that's kind of in line with the escape route, right? Okay. Was that officer near a car?
Near his squad car?
A police car? Yeah, or was he out kind of in the open?
No, his squad car was parked right there, and he just came outside, and he was like, yeah, he was right next to his squad car.
Okay. And if he was kind of right there, and the only road out of here is right there, is there, was Giovonn trying to go around him, or what do you think?
Yeah.
Were you concerned?
Definitely trying to go around him.
Were you concerned that Giovonn was going to hit him, the officer?
I was concerned that I was going to get shot.
Okay. Because Giovonn wasn't following the directions that the officers were giving?
Right.
Okay. But we're kind of pointed in the direction of the only way out of here, right? So did you have any thought cross your mind that the officer was going to get hit by the car?
By this car? Or by our car?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. Because I don't think Giovonn would have hit a cop on purpose.
Okay. But he was kind of in between you and the escape, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Devontae, you said that earlier, the officer knew that Giovonn wasn't going to stop. How did he know that? What makes you think that Giovonn knew that while you guys were stopped here, that the officer knew that Giovonn wasn't going to stop and that's why he shot?
Well, because he never showed signs of what's the word?
Stopping?
Yeah, he never showed signs of stopping. So, the car was always running. He was always focused on the road. He always had his wheels on. He always had the hands on the wheel. You know what I'm saying? So he was.
Do you believe that Giovonn saw the officer? Like, you're saying that you heard the officer and were putting your hands up, or were ducking down. Do you think that Giovonn heard and saw that officer?
I believe so.
Did you guys have a radio on or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Were Giovonn's headlights on in the car?
Yes, sir. I believe so.
Were they shining towards the officer then? Is that how you saw him, or you could just hear him, or what?
I mean, I can hear him, and he was, I can see him as well.
How close to the hood of your car do you think he was?
I say about 3 to 5 feet away from the car.
So really close.
Pretty close. I mean, it's a small cul-de-sac.
Okay. Did he ever lose control? Giovonn ever lose control when he got hit by the
cop?
Yeah.
Back there in the cul-de-sac?
Yeah.
No.
Did it spin you around or anything?
No.
Okay.
We're going pretty slow. So I think the Tahoe did as well. We're going slow as well. So.
Do you know where the Tahoe struck Giovonn's vehicle?
I believe in the back, in the rear left door. I believe.
Okay. That would be the driver's back door.
Yep.
And if you were to make an estimation from the time that the Tahoe struck Giovonn's car until the shots were fired, what time frame would you guess or estimate between those two events?
Could you repeat that?
So between the time that the Tahoe struck Giovonn's car here in the cul-de-sac, and when the officer that was standing,
Oh, that was about 5 to 10 seconds, man.
pretty quick,
Pretty quick.
did Giovonn's car ever come to a complete stop then?
No. Nope. He was always rolling at least, 2-3 miles an hour.
So you don't remember having to, as you're coming around to try to find an escape route, having to back up and
No.
pick a different angle or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Is there anything else, Devontae, that happened during this incident that we haven't talked about?
No, sir.
Can you think of anything else at this point, Fred?
Not really. I guess, Devontae, my only other question is at the moment that you have these police cars, you said kind of boxing you in, do you think it was safe for Giovonn to try to get out of the situation that he was in?
No.
Okay.
Obviously not.
And why is it? Because there's people out on the street, or?
Because it was a residential area and people can get hurt. And 1, 2, there's people outside of the car telling us to stop. Maybe that he could have didn't, he could have might not even seen, and he could have ran over a cop. And 2, and 3, it wasn't safe for us. You know what I'm saying? Because,
Okay.
yeah.
Is there anything that you want to add to this kind of video reenactment before we turn the camera off?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, we'll go ahead and conclude this at 17:07 hours. Thank you.